Do you see this beautiful album cover? This is Serenade, a song which we have been talking about quite a lot in the past. Like, people had to mention it because it's featured on no regular album. This is a kind of like compilation, I think the second compilation album. By the way, I also have this here, so we can do another little unboxing at the end of the video. There is actually a little YouTube upload, officially from Galneryus, which has less than 10k views. Literally no one knows that the song exists, apparently. I hope it's good. Weird drum stuff. Oh, yo. Oh, it swings. It's a very weird sweet spot for my Japanese music taste. There's directions of power metal which go into that direction as well, which kind of have this melodic style and whatever. It also sounds very anime. Like, I don't know what this is made for, if they just made it for fun or if there was a specific reason to make it, but I don't know if it sounds bland for the Japanese audience here, but I really like it. Pretty much from all the songs we listened to so far, this sounds most like an anime opening in my opinion. The drums are so chill and driving. Oh, and I like the oh, it's doing the Satya thing again. We had again these heavy riffage with little sparkles and the sweet melody. And the keyboard. The transitions are really cool. Yamabi is really fun in this one. How they're playing with the tension here. Oh, that was such a cool stuff. Piano coming in. I think I like the drum beat in these type of songs. It's like not too fast, but it still has this drive. It makes it a bit playful, I suppose. And the melody helps quite a lot. Oh. Solo coming up. Really heavy guitars here. god, do you hear the second guitar? I love how they're playing with the dynamics here. They had some of the most interesting stops. I think like this was the most intense random stop we had there in the front of the song somewhere. And how they're playing around with the speed and everything, right? They bring in a lot of different elements with the piano coming in. We have these really chunky guitar movements in the background. It like always feels like chuck, 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 but like in different melodic directions, right? That's very cool. Sometimes it's like neoclassical for the transitions into the chorus. During the solo, it was just like heavy. I actually enjoyed the keyboard solo quite a lot. Sounds very all over the place, right? And the guitars are extremely heavy in the background. They do a lot with these extremely long bends. Oh, yo, like the melody here. Very high bend. Headbanger galloping in the background. And now picking up speed. Right, and this is the little cool off after this chaos, which was the solo. And then they're just like, okay, we're ready. Let's go full speed again. Oh, it's complete Japanese as well. I love the second guitar. It's very interesting soundscape here. In my opinion, they should have made a full album out of Alsatia/Cause Disarray. And there's just some songs which should have been fitted into there, right? I think there was at least 1 or 2 songs in like the Reincarnation album. And this one as well. It just has this package of sound which fits very well into there. Maybe it's right out of that era. I enjoyed this quite a lot. This is like very dynamic and layered as well. You have these accented beats. It's very fun. Little guitar melody. I love it when they just include a random sound effect that is always like very surprising and interesting, and you'll remember this song as that one song which has that one sound effect. Some laser beams in the distance, some trickling from the synth. And now we have these synth waves type. That's just a very fun soundscape. And like, as I mentioned, these like accented beats, this like pattern, it kind of told a very interesting story. Like, I've heard it quite often, so it has to be inspired by something, like by another musical style. Like, you can tell me if you know. I just know that like some bands do this quite frequently. But yeah, I guess I'm happy that Galneryus included a track like this as well. And just to briefly mention before we're moving on to the lyrics, I really like the album cover here. They have this like skull thing. I think they had it in the other compilation album as well, the first one, where like the first few albums were covered. But it's like cool how it has all those accessories and different types of horns. Like, it's I'm seeing 3 different types of horns. It's very like bloated with all of that stuff, but it looks cool. I like it. Okay, I'll be completely unable to differentiate which part is which, but I'm just gonna read it, I suppose. It's all in Japanese. Twisted thoughts, burning wishes, living tormented sin. Where did I lose your fragments? Only you can judge me. Fading thoughts, connecting wishes, marking blind moments. Where did the path to tomorrow stop? And for probably the last time, I'm gonna mention that there are some similarities to the themes of the Alsatia. It's probably right out of that era, right? Yeah, we have this like twisted thoughts, burning wishes, which kind of reflects this dichotomy, this fantasy world escapism and like memories you hold on to, which also corrupts the present in a way because you're clinging too much to them. Living tormented sin, where did I lose your fragments? And it's again interesting, like, who is you? That's apparently, like, I notice in music it's a general question, like, who is you? You know, is it like a person? Is it like a part of yourself? It's like sometimes very abstract. Who is even meant? Only you can judge me. So there is a certain different actor addressed. Fading thoughts, connecting wishes, marking blind moments. So like a lot of stuff which passes through and flowing by, and then kind of stream of consciousness stuff and a lot of chaos. Where did the path to tomorrow stop? Yeah, and this is like, again, this being held back by certain memories, being unable to move on until you let go, basically. I suppose. To you alone I offer everything, wanting to forget, wanting to leave, terrified by the impulse that won't fade, wanting to return, unable to return. The clock's hands pierce my chest, laughing at this foolish self. I don't know where to stop. The cold sun at noon, the gentle smile given by you. Okay, let's just look at it from here. I think what one might be able to read into this is like, to you alone I offer everything. It might be still this theme of you're leaving someone behind, either because they're gone or because you have to leave or something like that, right? But I still want to return to you in this case. Wanting to return, unable to return. And the clock's hands pierce my chest. I think this is like the most visual image we have here. We're talking about a clock here, and it's hurting me that it's ticking all the time. And laughing at this foolish self, I'm like aware of this fact that I'm doing this, and this is probably not the most sensical behavior. But there's then still this scene constructed, the cold sun at noon, the gentle smile given by you. So this is the memory, basically. Wanting to protect, unable to protect, bringing defilement upon you, wanting to return, unable to return. So there's this repetition of this part. The clock's hands pierce my chest, creating distorted shadows. It's also interesting that it's the cold sun at noon, you know? Like, I'm getting a very clear image of this, but one should be aware of the fact that the sun isn't cold, you know? It's like, per definition, the thing which makes stuff warm. The gentle kiss given by you. Distorted feelings, burning wishes, living while receiving punishment. Where are they, your fragments? I cling only to you. It's your fragments scattered into pieces, carried away by the wind. We had a lot of images throughout the album, so you can kind of imagine something like that. Living while receiving punishment might be like thematically this pain of separation type of thing. It's also interesting, like, again, how we had this laughing at this foolish self. We had this little playful element in the music, and as well this little music box sound. So we can also think about it like as being framed as a bit childish in a way. All of this thing, but it still has to be worked through. This is why the song exists, maybe. Yeah, distorted feelings, burning wishes, living while receiving punishment. Where are they, your fragments? I cling only to you. Fading feelings, connecting wishes. And here we are back. And this distorted feelings, burning wishes is like a stronger thing. Like we had fading feelings, connecting wishes. Right? This is a rather neutral description of things, but distorted feelings, burning wishes. This is like way stronger and framed in a rather negative way. They're wrong, and the wishes are burning down to ashes. Praying in the stillness, how far does this go? This dream without tomorrow. At this point, yeah, straight Alsatia themes. I offer everything to you. This foolish self laughs. The cold sun at noon, the gentle smile you gave to me. And it's again coming in with this negatively framed version. Distorted feelings, burning wishes, living tormented by sin. Where did I lose your fragments? Only you can judge me. Fading feelings, connecting wishes, praying in the stillness. How far does this dream without tomorrow go? I offer everything only to you. I offer all of myself. Yeah, so gets like rather intense. But yeah, that's basically it. It's a bit cheesy, I guess, but probably necessarily so. Very fun little song. Surprisingly so, actually. I mean, just look at that. It's like 9,000-ish views. The top comment says, cool, with 4 likes. More love for Serenade. It's an official upload. Yeah, and I think let's just move on to another really unstylish unboxing. I don't know how these things are supposed to be opened up, but it's like always a bit of a pain using scissors at this point. Okay, got it. So, okay, what is this? This seems to be some kind of like media book, digibook type thing. It's no sleeve, it's actually, but it's rather thick. It feels rather sturdy. You know, there is this kind of digipacks which feel very cheap, but this one feels like kind of premium, to be honest. The booklet should be right. So we have this here. This seems to be just like a sort of texture, and the booklet should be there in the front. Yeah, I mean, let's first of all look at the CDs. They look kind of simple. Black and white and black and blue. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here again. I think this is another, I don't know what that is, to be honest, because it's all in Japanese. I would just assume these are all Japanese lyrics, but not sure about that because, well, first of all, I don't think it's all of the songs, and then there's no English in this. It's all Japanese. Perhaps it's translations? I don't know. So then we have the actual booklet here. Very cool coloring, by the way. Going for that rather dark look, I suppose. They have an artwork here in the front. And in the back they have a little photography with like very high contrast. Oh, it looks very yellow in the camera. It vibes a bit like the Everlasting set if you look at the window, right? Yeah, everything else is pretty much black and white. Here we have the page for Serenade, completely Japanese, as well as Chasing the Wind. So yeah, just the lyrics, and that's kind of basically it. Like, I like how shiny the cover is. Yeah, 2 discs, and yeah, that's basically it. Just in case the track list wasn't visible, we actually have a full live concert at Shibuya. Then Seasons Cry and Everlasting as lives, I guess. Then also Blast of Hell, The Awakening, The Flag of Reincarnation, and Cry for the Dark Life. Oh, I'm gonna be excited about those, actually. Those are actually like pretty much the songs I was interested in about seeing live. Like Blast of Hell, I was wondering because it was so freaking heavy. The Awakening did interesting stuff sound-wise. The Flag of Reincarnation, of course. That it's like interesting to see how they're going all in like on the stage. And Cry for the Dark, this is where they do this this participation thing with the audience, I guess. Yeah, and then as mentioned, like video clips of Satya Shining Moment. So it's like a really cool package. I think if you don't want to own all of the albums, I think that seems to be a really nice compilation of stuff. So yeah, I guess we're gonna meet next time with Voices from the Past. And then, I mean, the vote is technically still going. You can like still say, well, no, we want to listen to Resurrection immediately, but at this moment it seems like we have another episode, I guess. And then, needless to say, we're gonna move on to the Dragon album. Well, anyway, see you next time.